right, this meeting will be video recorded and broadcast over local access channel 18 and through the town website at www.eastham-ma.gov. Guess I'll turn it over to Jackie.
Right.
I don't have the agenda in front of me.
Probably just walk through all the phases. So I'll just mention that phase 2A and 2B are both now closed out with SRF. No more work on those loans. 2C, we have contract 17, 18, 19, all substantially complete. 17, which is RBO, is closed out. We have 18 and 19 still open with a little bit of money left, just in case. But in terms of what's left in the loan, we have just over 500,000. We earmarked that for Whitewater startup operations for the rest of 2023. And then just jump into 2D, which is what we're in right now. So contract 13 is the well station, which the update on that, they put the turtle fencing in October. They started the clearing in December into January, and they started all the preliminary grading of the site and rubbing. So they have to do a little bit more clearing in the back area to get the grading to work. And they're gonna do that in March, kind of keep working on the site civil, and we're expecting to start getting all the submittals on the building, mechanical and piping, all that type of work, and on schedule, but they're under contract to finish a year from now. So we'll eye that, but they're already,
With the tower even, or
just the bus
bus
station.
station?
They're already bringing up, supply chain issues right now. I'm not sure if it'll actually be anything, but they just like to mention it. So.
Sure.
And we're just under the time frame of the contract, but not any time frames for the money or anything like that. And then 20 and 21, we also have the map. Those are the two water main contracts with Diggett. So this week they started on Boson Ave and Mill Road Ave, which is off of Edgewood area, off of Herringbrook. Last week they wrapped up in Plateau Road, that kind of area near Shirtlift, and they were also on Rolling Lane and Old Farm Lane this past month. And then in the coming month they'll switch over to Great Pond Path, Bears' Lane and Wood Duck Lane, and start working off of Locust and Great Pond Road. So those contracts are on budget. We're about halfway through 20 and a third of the way through 21. Just also kind of more budget-wise because of the asphalt prices, but in terms of schedule, they were looking to complete those contracts around May or June and be done before the summer, July 4th.
Do you know anything about the little cutoff here from Locust back toward the highway? It's interesting, because I know there's some town land back in there, and there's properties, but it just looks a little bit odd that it goes all the way to the highway.
There's a right of way.
Yeah.
So I believe part of that's actually being drilled, if I remember correctly, like directional drill, because it's not actual. I don't think that part's an actual road, but it's a right of way, so we can create that.
Gotcha.
Loop, and there are still a few houses on there. We don't actually have to do any work in the highway.
Oh, that's, that's Salt Pond Road, I bet. Where it goes into Locust like that? I think
Yeah,
that's
that
Salt Pond Road.
intersection.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it just, at first, weird that it went back to 6, but yeah, I think it is Salt Pond Road. It's just the world where the bike shop is, behind the lobster.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the one across from the Timber Dome, that we might be drilled there.
No, that makes sense. All right, cool.
Yeah, and a lot of the orange on the map, a lot of it's been done, we're just waiting on the passing sample results. That usually takes a couple weeks after they finish all the work there. But Diggett's have 2 crews, they have 1 crew this week, but they're continually generally 2 crews to do Maine and then year is pull roads in from the future contract in the past, so we can take advantage of the lower pricing. But this time around, we wanted to save enough contingency because of the well station. There are unknowns there, but also adding work, so we were looking at potentially when we're redeveloping those new wells, maybe high school, I think there was some chem tank stuff, the other stations we might want to add into that contract. We haven't done it yet, but just planning that out. So right now, we have 1.2 in just contingency extra money in the loan that's not accounted for. And Kim, you got some calls. So we were looking to add 4 roads, and they're on the map in red, like the northern part of town. So there's Ellen, which is off Higgins, Alice and Sandy Hill, near Cooksbrook, and then JD, which is in like Toland neighborhood off Aspen. And I think one of them had super high nitrates.
Yeah.
And I think at least another one, they're all people that wanted to connect.
Yeah.
And have been asking Kim to connect. So we thought we could move those up. That would be around 400,000. Probably save us at least 50,000 in pipe prices. Use the existing values. And then, so then if you take it off the contingency, we still have 800,000 saved in SRF money. But we also have, we can add up to 20% on any of these 3 contracts of similar work based on the procurement laws. So we would still have that saved in case something came up at the well station, or we decided to add well fleet into these contracts and break it up that way.
Well, we also then have in E, some of that would be removed, because those are assuming would have been E.
Exactly.
Cool.
Does that sound good?
Very good.
And then I guess, so jumping into 2E for money-wise, like Amy was saying, if we take those roads out of 22, then that's less. Well, we have 4 million earmarked for both of them, but they're generally around the same size as 20 and 21, which are 3 million. So we're looking good, I think,
Couple extra money maybe with the tank.
depending on how the bidding goes. And, I mean, we don't know how the bidding's gonna go, but the estimates that we've been putting together from a lot of the vendors is the tank might come in around 4 million, and we saved 5 million for it. So fingers crossed it does.
It's nice, it's mostly, well, I should say it's mostly cement, because the tank itself is steel, but the whole pedestal is concrete with, I'm assuming rebar in there, but at least it's not like pipe, where it's just
Right.
all a hunk of metal, so.
And then in terms of schedule, so we're gonna have all of these under contract by the end of June. So we're going out to bid in March, towards the end of March. Maybe more towards the beginning of April for 12, but we're just securing the last permits, and we'll go through all that bid process for a couple months. So by end of June, we'll know what all the contract values are for the end.
For the end.
Questions on any of that? We had talked about, at our board meetings about I guess it's contract 23 in the seashore, about extending that into both Tomahawk Trail and behind the lighthouse. Do we have any more follow-up, Jackie, on Tomahawk Trail and the seashore?
No, I need to do that.
You have an agenda, right?
Yeah, next is Wellfleet extension.
All right, who's talking about that? Jackie?
I can, I pretty much finished the contract. I came in yesterday to do that because it had been going on for a while. So Jackie, I just need, you to tell me the final, place where we think we're going to stop. And is that $800,000 figure, do we think that that's a good enough figure?
Yeah, we're kind of revising that number, and we can talk to suppliers and even dig it, we're trying to get a more exact number that I
Okay.
can give you. And we talked about just worrying about the Route 6 part because of the paving, and then
Yeah.
going up to the Lodge Hotel. And then a little bit, we wouldn't go down Gill Road, but we would extend it a little bit behind the cinema, just so they also, I think they might want to connect from that side road instead of Route 6.
Right where one of their theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a nice dirt road back there, that'd probably be good to go down.
Yeah.
Because it goes right up to the back of the main building.
Yeah, so it's, and with the elevations on Route 6 too, we could go, I think, like 300 feet and put a hydrant, and then leave something for them there as well.
So, I also got a call from Ben Zender, he wants to have a meeting with us just to talk about permitting and all that, so I think, and I have that on our schedule to book this week.
Yeah, Kim got me everyone's contact information on Friday afternoon, so I set that up today.
And we were also going to schedule a meeting with DOT at some point.
Yeah.
with both.
Do you want to do that sooner rather than later, Jackie?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, even if we don't have anything finalized, just to, I know, like Wes and I have met with them, but
Yeah,
maybe just to keep them in the loop.
okay. Can you guys schedule that, or do you want us to?
No, we can schedule it.
Oh. So I'll send that, probably I'll send the proposal to Rich Waldo this week and see, what he wants to do about it.
So I'll get you that number.
Other business.
Other business.
That was quick.
I just wanted to mention that, so the freeze that we had on the 4th, February 4th,
Yeah.
those 4 days after that, we were using about 150,000 extra gallons of water, so we knew that something was going on. So we did a read kind of out of, because we had just done a read, you guys would have all gotten your water bill just now. So we did a read after that, and we found about 25 properties that were leaking. So there were 4 or 5 that we contacted the homeowners, a couple of them already knew. So I just wanted to let you guys know, and everything seems to be back to normal now. So unfortunately, there's probably a lot of homes in Eastham right now that are ruined. Yeah,
So how do you do that? Do you go driving around?
yeah, yeah. So just like we would do a normal read, it was just coincidence that we had done a read literally 3 days before the freeze. So any of those people that had that, they don't get their bill till June for that next quarter, and we can only do a data log back 3 months. So that's why we were like, we need to do a read, at least get it all on file, so that if those people do call, we have record of it.
And if there are people that didn't know.
They didn't,
that's-
there was 3 people I talked to that had no idea. None. Quickly called their home watch person who, maybe had gone into the house. One of them, he had gone into the house hours before the pipe had let go, so.
Well, that's what kind of happened at the elementary school. I mean, you think it's fine, you think you fixed whatever it is, and then something thaws, and the trouble starts all over again.
Yeah, I was gone when the elementary school, I guess, presumably came back. When did it come back on? When did they get things back online?
They went to school on the Thursday after.
Yeah.
but they were only part, they had to
Right.
double up in some
Yeah.
rooms, okay.
Right.
What is the, I guess we don't have to get into that now, but just
I don't
curious.
have the latest update. Does anyone know? I don't. Because I was out last week, but they were, it was quite extensive. They had to remove walls and
No.
all kinds.
So Kim, do you have a number of how many?
Connections, yeah.
Connections?
We have 2,005 connections.
Woo, we're over. I've been waiting for that.
And we have 210 applications in.
Oh, that's great.
Wow, that's great.
So we'll get to our 2,500 number before we get a tank, right?
I thought it was 2,000 that we were shooting for, between the two, okay. Well, we will definitely be there before, I bet.
Yeah.
Especially with all those roads that people want to hook up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably 20, 30 properties right there. We have 210 already, plus all the other contracts. Cool.
Dory Lane was a huge one. That whole area, Brackett Landing, that was 50 connections.
Yeah.
All right, so no other business, I guess we're finished. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.